Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. You don't know it's your girl here, 876. You're the British, of course, and my girl Sweetness over here, my travel partner, my friend, my girl, and everything. Guys, the last time we went to.
Hello.
Okay.
I am Sweetness. Make sure you check out Jilly Lily 777.
Of course, because she have her YouTube channels, of course. So, guys, last time my friend and I we went to France.
Paris.
Yes, and it was amazing. She's my travel partner, and today, people, guess where we there? Come closer, you want to tell them, Jill, Lily?
We are in Romania.
Yes. So we're here today, guys, just to quickly let you guys know if Romania is the destination or vacation that you need to come, the destination for any vacation.
Do you want to go to Romania? You're about to find out the ins and the outs. We're going to tell you the real deal. If there is one thing you can rely on, we are going to tell it to you straight.
We're going to keep it real, of course. Okay, you don't know foodie over here, but of fact, we are foodie and we can't wait to talk about that part. Now, before we begin, guys, I want you to go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button to show your girl some love, of course, because guess what? I always got you covered. Got you covered with food, got you covered with travel, got you covered with even fashion. So, you want to start off, my Sweetness?
All right, let's rumble. Okay, guys, we need to start with the flight to Romania. So, coming from Luton Airport, we're only looking at a 3-hour flight.
Was it 2.5 hours?
Yes, something like that. 2.5, 3-hour flight, which isn't bad. Okay, so coming from the Caribbean, we like to clap the pilot when we land.
Yes.
But that is not the nature of the peoples then. So while I was clapping and cheering because we had an excellent landing.
Oh God, it was fabulous.
It was silent. No clapping for the pilot. So just, lick her heads up.
She ready. So we said to her, I said, hello, you think say Jamaican airline, where you clap for? She was like,
I was just grateful because we landed safely.
Yeah, we did.
You have to give God thanks.
Yes. Right. No.
Tell them.
People,
tell them.
While I was on, hey, mighty God, while I was on the plane, I decided that I want to go to Tinkle. So I want to pee. When I step and go into the bathroom, I was so disappointed. What I mean disappointed? The bathroom was so tiny. I couldn't even turn in the toilet at all. I feel take me little time. At one point I was saying to myself, I wonder if all the fat people or people who are, oversized a little.
She like this.
Oh, my
and
Jesus.
She couldn't use the toilet.
I couldn't use the toilet.
I'm just really glad that I didn't need to use the toilet because me have little flesh around the bones,
No, I was really disappointed. What's the name of the airline again that we took?
Wizz
Airline. No, Wizz don't need to do better with no toilet because I am very tindy and I couldn't even fit in the toilet properly. I was so heartbroken. I came out of the toilet. I'm gonna start to tell Sweetness over here how disappointed maybe. Of course, I was so upset. So the toilet, it's a no-no. So if you're oversized,
go before you get on the plane.
Go before you
if
go
you're traveling with Wizz, go tinkle
before
because
the toilet too small.
Yes.
So that was it.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Story time.
So good flight, as we said. Good landing, for which I cheered the pilot. Got to the airport. No Wi-Fi, guys.
Oh,
so
God.
If you have arrangements with drivers or transportation on the other end, make sure you get everything ticked, sealed, on the dot before you land, because when you get to the airport,
no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
People, I was traumatized. No, to be more specific, when we were inside the airport, that the barrier section, yeah, what's that called again?
What, the control?
Yeah, the control section, yeah. When we were there, we had internet. And we're going on fine. But when we went upstairs to meet our ride, no internet. So we went over to the information desk. Nobody never in an information desk. A lot of mess, that's one. Then my sweetness here went over to a little, what we call it, a stool?
Yeah, what, the coffee store?
Yeah, the coffee area.
Where we were meeting the driver.
And she went to ask somebody, what did the lady said to you when you went over there to have conversation with her about the internet?
That was our first experience of Romanian people. Very short, sharp, abrupt answer.
Yeah.
That was of no help.
Yeah. But no internet was in the airport. So you know your girl, Lord with me extra self, but start walk up and down and ask people if they could call the cab for us and all sorts. I was disappointed. So when you come into Romania, make sure say uno depend roaming. Because if you're not on roaming yet, God help you. No internet. That's a downside for me in Romania. First downside.
But to be fair, if you're from the UK and you want to roam, it really isn't more than £2.80 a day.
Yeah, true.
So,
but we not do it.
Yeah, because we were hoping to get a little Wi-Fi link here, a little Wi-Fi link there.
Exactly.
But yeah, can be done, and it's reasonable. So, the drive from the airport to the hotel, that was a reasonable first experience.
It was okay. But before we touch the drive, people, when your girl touched down in Romania, I swear me the back of Jamaica. Ha! I swear me the back of yard. I see the electric wires, they just run and them wind up, twine up, you know, the Jamaican system where I go. The structure of the buildings, they were filled with one heap of graffiti, drawings, all over. Me think some did there down at downtown. Me not tell no lie, me feel like me there yard downtown. And it was wet.
I agree.
My God, rain, wet and cold. But when you come into Romania, I guess it depends on where we are, but maybe it's just overall here in terms of the building, because everywhere we went, there were graffiti all over, and I felt like downtown vibes. Yeah. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind when you're coming to Romania. Yeah.
All right, so we rock up at our hotel, Hotel Christina.
Yes.
Greeted with sweeties in a bowl, which we love.
For her name Sweetness, she take 3, me take a handful.
But I'm called Sweetness.
It's really nice.
The bit that we loved as we walked through reception, there was a massage chair. A full body electric massage chair, guys. A 20-minute cycle that gets you from head to toe. So after a long flight, and ours wasn't long, but after a long day of traveling and flying, the massage chair was a really nice ending to the day.
My God, really I love it. Yeah. She makes some noise in it. Triple up the noise, because you know me excited with everything I do. But people, the videos will be coming soon. We're going to show you everything. Yeah. So I love the massage chair. I love the decor in the hotel. Very lovely. Calm vibes. The staff. Nice. Oh God, the staff are very accommodative.
Very accommodating.
24/7 me ring the staff. 24/7.
Yes.
All when
should not stop pest at him.
You know why? Oh gosh, the first talk about the staff before me even dash out this. Where my first experience they have is it Uber? Not Uber. Is it Uber?
Bolt.
No. Uber. Was it Uber? The thing that we order food from. Was it?
Oh no. Again? No, Glovo. They've got their own version of Uber Eats. It's called Glovo. We'll tell you about that in a minute. The staff at the hotel, very pleasant.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter how many times you call them, they will answer. I had a few issues in the room, just like the curtain was hanging down and things like that, but they sorted it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the whole, great.
Great
Hotel
stuff.
Christina, I can recommend. The food is good. We have breakfast here every
morning.
And it's decent. It's
Love
hot.
it. Love it.
A large array of different teas, herbal teas, coffees, lattes.
Nice.
They don't do baked beans here. And I love a baked beans because baked beans are sweet.
Yeah.
English so no baked beans. But they do like sweet peppers.
Yeah, I love that.
And courgettes and mushrooms, kind of sauteed herbs with these really nice smoked sausages.
Yeah, really nice. I loved it.
Yeah, it's decent.
I love it. I really enjoyed it. I love the fruits. Every minute I had the fruits. Every second. I really love that.
Yeah,
so,
good array of fruit.
Yeah,
watermelon, grapes, oranges, strawberries.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Fruits are decent.
Fruits was lovely. So, if you ever decided to come to Romania, of course, definitely drop yourself right off at Hotel Christina.
4-star.
4-star. It is really lovely. It is.
The room is really big. You can't see, but it's very long.
Very long.
It's not a standard hotel room size.
Nice.
It's decent. Really good space in here.
Yeah. So as I was saying about the food that I order from their version of Uber. Oh God, the first bit. Me love pork. Your girl got ordered some ribs and I don't even remember what in it. When it came, ribs them, lot of mess. I don't even remember where I ordered from. The ribs them dry, everything. I was disappointed with the food. And then hungry took me again in the middle of the night because clearly I didn't eat much of what I ordered before. So I said, you know what? Let me stick to the Eve woman know and dash out myself and run go order McDonald's.
KFC?
No, it was McDonald's, yeah.
Oh gosh.
People, when the man come and give me the food, yeah? And when me take out the chips, you know the chips when chips juicy and nice and then just stamp like that. The chips then just drop so. I was like, it was so cold. I got so upset.
It was horrible.
It was hot. I couldn't eat it.
It was horrible. It was just like a waste of money. So basically, after all the traveling, we couldn't be bothered to go out at night. So we just thought, okay, first evening, we don't really know our way around. Let's just, order that in. The rib's so tough, as she said, you could slap it against the wall and cause a dent. And it was cold. And then we, went for the McDonald's later. And as she said,
that was a total waste of money.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah. So what's the name of that site again?
Glovo.
Glovo.
No bother with Glovo.
When you come here, don't use it.
And the thing is, the food came quick, so you're expecting the food to be
hot. Warm. Yeah.
No.
Don't use it. Yeah.
Leave
Glovo.
Don't
use it at all.
No.
Now, you want to talk about the trips, babes? You went on a trip.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, God.
So we went with a company called Grey Line.
Yes.
And very reasonably priced.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, the trip we went on was to Pelage Castle and Dracula's Castle, and they're a good hour's drive away. Put it this way, we paid for a day trip, and we were gone 12, 14 hours.
Roughly 14 hours.
Definitely got our money's worth for the day. So we started off at Pelage Castle.
Oh, tell them about that, babe.
You tell them about Pelage.
I'll tell them about Dracula Castle, because I love that one.
All right, so Pelage Castle, great history. Again, it was another ruler. Was this one wicked?
I don't even remember. I remember that one, I don't remember if it was a queen had 18 children. But there was a painting inside Pele's castle that was so beautifully painted. Guess what? I had a man foot him used. Oh, it wasn't foot him used to do the painting. It was absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
But when you watch the video, you'll see the different things that we're talking about. So we're just basically giving you some highlights of our little, outings. But
The grounds of Pillage are beautiful. You won't be disappointed if you go there.
Yeah.
The Queen is a little less than to be desired.
She was bright though, babe.
Yeah, very intelligent. She spoke, I think they said, about 9 different languages, and had many children.
Yeah.
She was creative. She was artistic.
Yeah.
But yes, not the most attractive looking lady. But we didn't have to marry her or lie down with her.
Yeah. Well, she was all right.
She was okay.
Yeah.
If you like that kind of thing.
Oh.
But the castle itself, I guess it's hard to tell you without describing it to Dracula's castle, which we will tell you about in a minute. But very big castle, grand rooms. You'll see again
100 and something rooms and 30 bathrooms. And when you're going in there, you had to cover your feet. You had to put something on your feet.
Yeah, we had to put foot covers on.
Yeah.
It did get a little bit samey for me as I was walking in one room and walking in another. It's the same dark wood. The theme, I mean, if you're talking about interior design, then the room flowed from room to room because after a while, the rooms just started to look like...
The same.
Yeah, very samey.
One of my bits was when I found a secret door.
Oh, yeah.
I found the secret door, and I opened the door. It was so blended in, but you know me fast. So I just started looking. I said, this look, out of the ordinary. And I opened the door and babe said, open it, push it. Well, I wanted to go in, but it was so dark.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get lost in there.
And also we would have got in trouble.
And then I saw the security coming because I did it twice. And I wanted to do it a third time.
Not once. She did it twice.
I wanted to do it a third time, people, but the security came. I want to push my head in to actually look. But there were a lot of hidden secret passages in Pele's castle. And I think the main reason why, I think they said that when he wanted to get away from people, he used those secret or those hidden pathway to get upstairs or to get somewhere else in the castle. But it was really, really good.
And the thing about this guy, he was a gambler.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of people would go to his castle and play poker and gamble, and they would lose their money and their wealth. Yes. And the other thing I remember about this guy is that he would go places, and the reason why he had so many rooms is because he would go places, just like me actually. I go restaurants, I try something that I like to eat, and then I try and recreate it. But this guy, he would go places, he would like the way the room looked, and then he would have that room built and added to his castle.
Oh, yeah.
So the castle just got longer and longer, bigger and bigger, wider and wider. But we weren't privy to see those rooms, and I would have liked to, because as I said, rooms we saw were all kind of samey. They had a lot of rooms cordoned off that we couldn't go into.
Couldn't go into, yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that. But Pelage Castle,
it was lovely.
And the grounds, that was a good.
Yeah, so if you're in Romania, definitely go to Pele's castle. It's really lovely. The experience is lovely. Anyway, it was wet when we went there. Got peary and a fall, and it's niceness, sweetness over here, so cool like ice.
Yeah, I was freezing.
Yeah, but nevertheless, it was lovely. On to the next castle.
No. Before we got to the next castle, we stopped off to get some food.
Oh, yeah.
And we stopped off by the city council, you would call it, or their town hall. And in that square, do you remember? In that square was where executions took place. And the exact site where they executed people, they've now built a fountain there. So if you end up in this square, you will see a fountain right in the middle, and that is where they used to execute people.
Okay, yeah. So that's in Transylvania, because that's where the castle is, Dracula Castle.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So that's in Transylvania.
Yeah.
So guys, when I was much younger, yeah, we used to watch a lot of horror movie. I love vampire movie. But when I get older, I'm more seasoned in my belief, my Christian belief. I realize that nah, this is just not my path. However, because I really do love history, well, certain history, I wanted to find out more about this Dracula thing and all of that. So I found out definitely the movie that we always watch, Transylvania. So as my friend told you.
I will kill you.
As my friend told you about Transylvania in the middle of the square, that's where they used to do a lot of killing, execute people. You'll see that in my videos coming up. But nevertheless, when we went to Dracula's castle.
She's so into Dracula Castle, she's leaving out that we tried some authentic Romanian food before we got to the castle.
Okay, then,
right?
Talk about the food.
Okay. So, we tried this thing that had polenta, cream cheese, bits of ham and bacon in. Sorry for all you porkists. But it was really weird, but it was very nice.
It was lovely.
But I want to get to my favourite bit. Papsanasi.
I don't even remember what it's called.
It's like a donut, but not sweet. And it had yogurt and cherry jam. Again, everything was weird. It's nothing like we would normally eat, but worth it eating. The restaurant's called Lagustery.
Yeah.
And the food was different, but really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Let
me let her get to the castle now.
That's my part, people. Because I was fascinated about the castle. So when we went to Dracula's castle, oh God, it upon my hill there. It reminds me of when we were in
Paris, Sacré-Cœur.
Yeah, when we go to Sacré-Cœur. God of heavens, my God. It's like, it was so steep, but it's beautiful looking over. So basically, before we enter the castle, you know, they have the antique section. You hear the man ringing the bell. Ting, ding, 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 ding. You know, when you watch the horror movie and you hear the bell ringing because what? Vampire coming, is the same feel. He rang the bell because that's what Dracula, and that's what his name really was, Dracula for true. Named son of something, I can't remember.
Son of the devil and son of dragon.
Yes. See, she remembers, son of the devil. So, so when Dracula wanted like something to eat or a servant or whatever, he rings the bell so people knows that he's actually
dinner bell.
coming. Yeah, dinner bell. So people know he's actually coming. And people in Dracula's castle, the pathway or the staircases were so narrow. I just assumed he's a tiny man. It was so narrow. At one point, we have to hold on like on a rope and I climb the stairs and go up. And then I knock up my head, me bump up my head because the door frame or the post was so
low.
So low. I didn't even realize when I reached up the stairs, I just knock up my forehead. So it was scary in there. It was scary in there.
And cold.
And he tortured people. He never used to bite them like, you know, the vampire movie. But he came into power when he was 17 years old, when his father died. So before his father died, he and his brother were sent to, I don't remember where they were sent to, and they were trained there to do torturing. So they learned different torturing techniques. And then when his father died, he went back and became the ruler, and then he started to use those torturing techniques, and he took the stake and he jammed the people them with the stake, or ram the stake into the people them, and then he would tie like ropes on the stake and tie it to the horse, and the horse would pull the people them. He tortured the entire Transylvania, or the city where he was the ruler of. And when I looked, I saw different, was there knives?
Yeah, different torture implements.
Oh God, people have like a box, like a coffin. Yeah.
Horrible.
And there were spikes coming out of the coffin, and that's when they put people in and just lock them in. At one point, there are different themes in each room. I didn't stay long in the castle because it started to get too spooky, and then have a little projector showing some horror vampire thing. But he was a wicked, I can't emphasize the word wicked ruler.
Yeah, it felt very dark in there. I described it like it felt like you could hear the cries of the people and you could feel like blood.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was very horrible.
Didn't stay there.
No,
And because of
like
that, they had loads of shops that sells, souvenirs. You're gonna buy none, yeah? So there are loads of shops around Dracula's castle that you could get lots of different souvenirs. And if you go back to the horror movie, yeah, and you see the ladies when they wear those old dress looking something, they were actually there just like in the movie, as well as just like how the knights would have dressed in the movies is the same thing that was there as well. But the experience was good.
History, if you're going for history and you want to learn, it's good.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
mean, they did try Disney-fy it a bit.
Yeah.
But the truth of the story of this wicked man was still firmly there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very dark place, and spiritually didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
And as she said, we didn't pick up not one thing. And when we walked out, we actually kicked our foot and shake the dust from off our feet.
People, I wanted to twinkle, and there were actually toilets there for tourists to twinkle at Dracula's castle. And I said, this little twinkle or this little pee, not going to pee on Dracula's castle.
Yeah, she said she's not leaving her DNA in Transylvania.
So I took that pee with me.
My girl, hold out. Hey, she hold out.
That pee did not working at all. So I took my pee with me because people were queuing up to go to the toilet. Rain was falling. And you want to do your little business during rain time. No, my love. That pee-pee didn't have a pee-pee at Dracula's castle. So that was it for the trip. We did that tourist bit and Grey Line. So if you're in Romania and you want to explore the country more, you can go on Grey Line. They offer different packages, and the packages, they're really reasonable.
Yeah, they're reasonable.
How much you pay? Pay less than £100.
Yeah, do you know what? I can't remember exactly. But in comparison to other companies,
Grey Line was really
Grey Line was very reasonable. I mean, they don't stop at every hotel. You have to go meet them at certain points. But our meeting point was only 5 minutes?
5 minutes walk from the hotel.
Yeah, so
it was lovely.
Doable. Next.
Foodie.
Was it Happy?
Yes,
Happy
foodie. Yes,
foodie. We decided the next day after all the traveling, we decided let's go more. Let's see what the Romanian people have to offer in terms of shops. So we went to the AFI. Forgive me if I say this wrong. I think it's Contro. AFI Contro Mall, but you'll find it if you want to look. AFI, and then a word beginning with C. So we went to this mall, big mall, and we were surprised. There was a massive Primark in there, very happy. And their clothing items are different to the range that we've got in our Primark back home. So that was good. Shops decent, reasonably priced. You've got your high-end shops, your low-end shops, just an average mall. But food.
Before the food, babe. Talk a little bit more the mall. The mall have ice skating in the middle, monkey climbing bars.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah. You were
there.
I was there.
I was dumbstruck.
Yeah.
I was blown away because I've never seen a mall like that in England.
Yeah, I don't recall a mall in England that's got an ice skating rink. In the middle. When you come down the escalators, there's an ice rink.
And the monkey bars.
And there's climbing wall all the way around. So there's activities in there. Obviously, it's got a cinema. We often get that in our malls, don't we? Massive cinema complex. But the food. Went to the food court. And there was a restaurant there that we ended up in called
Before we reached the restaurant, there were loads of restaurants there in the food court.
Yeah, there was.
And my friend saw the first restaurant because she said that she's eating healthy. Bless her cotton socks, which is lovely. So she went, yeah. But to be fair, she did say that she saw the restaurant name. I'll let her to tell you because her eyes lit when she went to the restaurant.
Yeah.
So she saw that restaurant and she said, "Oh, we're gonna go over there and check it out." But
yes, so I decided today was going to be a healthy day, and I decided I just want to taste fish and vegetables.
Yeah.
Had enough nonsense. We tried the Stone Cold Glovo, not KFC, McDonald's, and the Ritz, as I said, that you could knock against the wall. So I decided, okay, let's try some fish and vegetables. So we went there and we asked the price. I found it a little overpriced, to be fair.
Yeah.
And my eye, however, as we were coming down the escalator, caught a restaurant called Happy in the corner. And I thought, I wonder what kind of food they do.
Yeah.
So we decided, even though we'd found out the price of the fish, let's go check out Happy. So we walked over to Happy and we saw the menu. It ranges from sushi to Chinese to your American steaks and ribs and grills. What other type of food? Oh, the soup. Anyway, we decided when we saw the menu, we were sold, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we decided, let's try a soup starter. It wasn't in our mind, but we saw it. So I chose the chicken soup and she chose the beef soup.
The beef soup, yes.
Okay. So the chicken soup, oh my gosh. I said, I don't know if they put drugs in this thing, but I wanted more and more and more. It was creamy. I could taste rosemary. I could taste thyme. It wasn't too much chicken or not enough chicken.
Yeah.
The flavors were flavoring. This one put the bowl to her head.
Sorry, leave me. I'm a foodie. She wanted to do it, yeah, but she never do it. People, you see when my soup came, it was a beef soup. And when I take the first, people me just push back the chair.
She started to dance.
And I get up and I start to rock my little body in the place. You won't see the people that will look for me like, hey. I said, I call over the waiter. And I said, bring the manager come because I have to shake the manager hand. And definitely they did. And she came over and I said, listen, man, the food tastes good. It reminds me of when I'm in Jamaica, my daddy cook beef soup. It's full of flavors. I can taste the seasoning. It's hot.
I
it's
tried
nice.
hers. It was wow.
I love the fact that they use pulled beef. Oh God, people talking about it. No, man.
Oh my gosh. In fact, we're going back tonight, guys. Yeah. Happy made us so happy. We're going back tonight. We want more happy.
Yeah, what did you have for the main?
Okay, so for main, I had this garlicky cream mashed potato with these seasoned prawns.
Yeah.
And everything was fresh and delicious and made me very happy, people. Oh my gosh, I have not tasted food that nice in I don't know when.
Yeah.
And props to my husband, he can cook. And your one can show down too.
He can cook too.
Yes. So for us to find a standard of food as people that know good quality tasting food in Romania, we were blown out way.
I love it.
Again, to the point that we're going back again. That's how good. And it's reasonably priced.
Reasonable, very reasonable. I think I paid £17. Was it not?
Yeah.
£17.
Well, we cut the bill, so we paid 17 each.
Yeah.
And that was for the soups.
And a drink.
Yes.
Babe.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we had spring rolls as well.
Oh, yes.
So what is surprising about this restaurant is that they cater for different culture cuisine.
Everything.
And you think, oh, well, maybe their Chinese will let them down because really they specialize in Romanian, or they can't possibly do a good American because their Chinese is so good. We tried different bits of different cultures and it was spot on
yeah.
on point.
Points, yes.
Yeah.
And I really love their drink as well. The drink was
The lychee.
absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
Guys, you'll see all of that in my videos. Remember, guys, remember to hit the like and subscribe button to Yardy British, of course, and to my girl here.
Jilly 777.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, if you're in Romania, remember, please, I beg you, stop happy because you're going to leave happier.
Yeah, you will not be disappointed.
Not going to be disappointed at
AFI Contro, something like that. But if you put AFI and a mall in Bucharest, you will find it, and you will be happy if you go to happy.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh gosh. So we're coming down, people. So one of the main reasons why we came here in Romania is because we found out a trending spa.
That's gone viral.
So that's the main reason why we came. And I'm going to let my girl, of course, tell you this spa name. Come on, sweet lips.
We went to Bucharest, guys. 3 floors of spa heaven.
Oh, God.
Our ticket to access the 3 floors for all day was £29
and couple pence
and 8 pence.
Can you tell me I can't pay for that in England? You know, I can't go to England and pay what, 29, almost £30, call it £30. I can't get a nice spa treatment in England for £30.
No, it's the biggest spa I've ever been to in my life.
Oh God, people.
And what's good is that there wasn't so many people that you couldn't access what you want when you want. In fact, we didn't have to queue for anything.
Nah.
There were hundreds, maybe even thousands of people there, but
we didn't have to queue.
There was so much seating. We didn't struggle for seating. We didn't struggle to access anything at any point during the day. It was phenomenal. Fabulous. But just to warn you, they do say that if you go at the weekend, you might have an issue. But we chose to go on a Tuesday. And we didn't have an issue.
No problem.
Amazing. If you want a treatment, you have to get there. Okay, so
early.
It opens at 10 a.m. Be in the queue no later than 9:20 if you want a treatment. Because if you get there 9:40 and you're in the queue, you're not getting a treatment.
You're not going to get a treatment at all. My girl here, I told her to dash upstairs and leave because I took so long in the changing room. I don't know what happened to me. I was just going on slow-mo when I should have, moving a bit faster. So she went upstairs, and I think that she was the 6th person. Or there was 6 treatments left.
Yeah, there were six treatments left behind me, but the queue was everlasting. So if we had waited, we wouldn't have got a treatment. So treatment price is extra. The £29 and 8 pence at this time. I don't know what it'll be if you take too long to decide to go to Bucharest. That's on you. But for the 3 floors, and there's 3 different areas. So there's the
Elysium,
which is the top floor, which has got about 9 different saunas.
Oh, your girl love it.
Yeah.
Me dash out dolphin and the sauna there.
Yeah. The surprising sauna was the Hollywood sauna. Tell me about the Hollywood sauna.
Which one?
The cinema.
Oh, Jesus! Wow, people! I sat down in sauna. People, and start to watch a movie in a sauna. Never in my life I expect this to happen. It was amazing.
Proper cinema set up. You walk in and you sit down, the chairs are going down, and the movie's in front of you. If you can take the heat, then enjoy what you're watching.
People, it was nice.
Yeah.
You need to go to Bucharest. If you haven't booked your ticket yet, please, I beg you, please, it's going to worth every money. Every money. And then we went to the Palm. The Palm, that's where we have the swimming pools, the jacuzzi, they have exercise class. And in the Palm they had different...
the minerals.
Come on, girl, take it away, the minerals.
So, gosh,
God.
amazing. So there was the calcium and magnesium mineral pool.
Yes.
Good for your bones and I think blood and
Yes.
regulating different things in your system. The
Yeah.
calcium and magnesium.
It's lovely.
Then there was the lithium pool. I was telling her that we prescribe lithium as a mood stabilizer for some of our service users in England that have mood disorders. So this lithium pool was to regulate your mood.
Man, it made me happy.
I tell you.
I was so smiling in the pool.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be over happy for everything. So imagine me in lithium with triple happy.
Yeah.
God, it was lovely.
Yeah, it was really good.
Next one again. Is it magnesium?
No, calcium, magnesium, lithium. Oh gosh, what was the other one?
Oh my. Calcium, magnesium,
lithium.
Oh, Dead Sea salt. Oh my God,
the
let
Dead
me
Sea
go.
one.
The Dead Sea one.
Tell them.
People me float.
Yeah.
And we can't swim, but we love water. And people, when I went in there and I just dash out my body, it just lift me up like that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was lovely. My friend met a friend and start chat. Is the first person we met who was so lovely. But when we come to the people then, she will fill you in.
We'll tell you more about that.
The spa was absolutely oh God.
Yeah, so that is the, what's that area called again?
The Palm.
Okay, so that's the Palm.
And Galaxy is the next section.
Yeah, and then the final section we ventured into was called Galaxy, and that is the one where all the water slides are. Again, there's another steam room. We did the whole clay and sugar experience.
Yes.
It just melts into your skin.
That was lovely.
And they've got a few body scanners there. They've got a body scanner that looks at your bone structure and whether you've got skeletal issues. And they've got the bones, they've got the scanners that measure how much fat is in the percentage of each limb of your body. For them scanners, you do have to pay a little extra. It's not a lot. It's something like 14 English pounds. But then they give you a program to counteract whatever possibly may be going wrong in your body. So that was good.
Yeah, I love that.
And what is good is that we had an all-day pass. And the benefit of that is that you can see it by day and see it by night. And by night, the lighting with all the palm trees and the decor inside, you look like you're in a completely different place. We didn't even mention outside. There's more pools outside. They've got a fake beach.
People, it was like heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been to heaven yet, but I hope I'll be there one day. But you get the feeling, that it was lovely.
Yeah, they've got the marble beds inside the pool. They've got their swim up bars.
It was just breathtaking. We describing it to you. You'd have to see it for yourself to live that experience that we had. But it was so amazing. One of my favorite bit, oh God, everything were my favorite bit. But one part that I love was the beds that has the lights on it.
The infrared. Infrared.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Healing for your immune system.
My God, you know me dash out myself on that.
Yeah.
And I like the other massage bed.
Oh,
I think
there
you
was
paid
the water hydro beds.
That was lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a few little extras that if you want them, you have to pay for them.
Yeah, I really love
like
that.
the massages and, as we said, the scanners and the little extra water beds and things. But the £29, 8 pence is to access any of the rooms on all 3 floors. You're not paying to access the Galaxy for the water slide. You're not paying for the mineral pools. You're not paying for the 7, 8, 9 saunas. You're not paying for the clay and the sugar rub experience. You're not paying for the exercise classes.
Everything was free in that.
And how clean it was.
Oh gosh.
Clean all day. Not a spot.
People, to go inside the sauna, you have to make sure you sit on the towel.
Yeah, you're not even allowed to dangle your feet. Yeah.
You have to sit on your towel. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And just to point out, the band that you get, they put about 600 lei on the band. So when your 600 lei finish, you have to go tap it back up. So 600 lei is about
£98.
£98 for the entire
Yeah,
thing
they've
that
got a
use.
couple of restaurants there. So obviously, if you want water or
Anything, you have to use the band. You can't use your phone. You can't use
No.
nothing else. You have to use the band that they put the lay on.
Yeah.
So that was absolutely lovely. One of the next thing that I loved was the massage.
Oh,
People, when I went there, and the lady gave me a little bag with a little underwear in it. Did you get one, babe?
disposable panty.
A disposable panty now. When I'm in England, yeah, I never got the disposable panty, maybe because it's the place we went to. But when the lady gave me the panty, I was like, "What's this for?" She said, "Oh, you have to take your swimwear off and put that one." I'm like, "Whoa." So you know, so you're gonna start praying with the panty same time when she step out, yeah? So we start praying, I said, "God bless this panty. No make it give me nothing, no scratch or anything." I was just
I just put the panty on you.
Nevertheless, I slip it on, and the lady, God of heavens, the lady rubbed my back.
Yeah, you had Ingrid.
Yeah, her name
And
is
I had Kareem.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And go ahead.
Ingrid, fine on me. People, Ingrid, I want to lick somebody. But her hand them strong when she start massage with me. I was like, whoa! Ingrid!
Yeah.
The massage was absolutely spot on. So thank you, Ingrid. My back feel good. My feet feel good. All of my head, she massage. And she did this. And we said the music will go on, and then she put some hot thing in my back. What's the name of that thing that we did again?
Herbal stamp.
Herbal stamp, and she stamped out my back. It was amazing. Oh, thanks, Pa.
Yeah, and I love massages. So I'm always in the back of my mind, is this as good as the one that I had back home? That's always like, did I just waste my money? But I can honestly say that massage was up there
really
with the
good.
ones that I normally have back home.
It was really
And
good, yeah.
Kareem, hit the spot.
Massage.
She took some knots out of me. I felt the knots traveling with her knuckles and the herb stamp that she was chasing up and down my body. I came out floating.
Yeah, it was spot on. Everything for at Bucharest was a day well spent. I have no complaint.
No.
It was lovely. I enjoyed my £30 approximately. It was lovely.
Yeah.
So if you're in Romania, so these are some of the places that you must visit. Bucharest, Pelej Castle and Dracula's Castle, if you're into history, and you take that trip via Grey Line. They're very lovely. You can stay at Hotel Christina, very accommodative. I love that.
Decent rooms.
Love it. But people, we can't finish this live without not even telling you about the people them will drive the taxi them over here.
And the people just in general.
People, so, hey, you know me, yeah? So I sat in the car. No, before we go into the taxi, okay, our first picked up was okay from the airport.
Yeah.
She drive all right because it was a woman. Then when we were going to...
Didn't speak any English.
Yeah.
But...
when we were going to...
She don't have to. She just have to drive, innit?
Where were we going? We met... and we sat, for the first time I sat in a Tesla. Where were we going when we sat in the Tesla?
To AFI.
Yeah, we were going to the mall and the...
Amar.
Oh yeah, it was lovely.
Play gospel
For us. So we call Bolt. That's the company, the company we call Bolt, and we got...
Bolt is more cost effective over here than Uber. And they're really good. Go with Bolt.
Oh, one more thing. When you reach Romania, don't take the yellow cab.
Yes, the local yellow cabs. Don't do it.
They might go rip out your yai with money.
Yeah.
They overcharge you. So we were...
If you want to pay triple, go with the yellow taxi.
That's fine. But we got this gentleman by the name of Aman. And it was a Tesla, so you will see that the video there, because I know me create excitement in that Tesla. He played gospel for us. He's not from He's not born. He's not.
Iran? Was he
Yeah,
from Iran?
he was from Iran, and he
Yeah.
came here.
Really nice guy.
Lovely. Give him a
Yeah.
gospel in the morning. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
So when we were coming back now from the mall, so we go back on the app, and we order another cab to come and get us. May Jesus up above.
Oh dear.
People, not even seatbelt thrown at the back of the car. I tell you the first thing, no seatbelt.
And you know the handles that you hold on to, the handle, there weren't any.
People on a road that is 50, the speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour, yeah? The man going 93 kilometers. People, they create them own lane.
Yeah.
I was traumatized. I was like, what?
Yeah, we got facelift, but
I couldn't believe, I've never seen
it was
anything.
going so fast. And it was awful.
People,
It was awful.
Them not obey speed limit over here.
She calls me heavyfoot because when I'm ready, I can, I like to get where I'm getting. But this guy had no mercy on us. He had no mercy.
No, it was really, really bad. 2 experiences with the cab drivers. We're on a road that says 50 and they're going over 50, 93. That was the highest one, was 93. And he was a mad person. I thought at one point, he was going to hit another car in front of us. I'm like, what is the Jesus in foot is this? I was so surprised. The taxi, them not obey.
Jesus
speed.
foot nice, him wear sandals. But that was a taxi. But now, if you're coming to Romania, it's only fair that we should tell you what the people are like. Now, you know, me and Miguel are here now. You know, we're vibey and we're
happy,
right?
But
the people here are like,
oh God, they're not nice. Oh God, nah.
They're very serious, very, what's the word? Oh gosh, not melancholic. What's anyway, they're very serious.
Very serious people.
Yeah, hard to get a smile out of them. Very abrupt.
Yeah.
Not very warm. In fact, we met one warm Romanian person at the spa. He was like, welcome to our country. You know, and he was married to a French lady, so she was able to compare cultures as well, with the difference between her people and the Romanian people. Trying not to be rude here, trying to be very careful with my words. They're different.
They're different. They're very different. And I realized with the women, they don't. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I don't like how they're treated by men here.
Yeah.
It's like they're shoved in a little corner. They can't really say much. They have to, you know.
Very apparent.
Because we had that experience when we went to Palais Castle.
Yeah.
We were waiting in the queue with our tour guide, who happened to be a woman, and then this man, tour guide as well, came with his group, and they started chatting their own language, and he was being very rude and shove our tour guide out the way, and then. You know, say some people from what?
Manchester.
You know, Manchester men head a hot like a fire. He just sprung from the back of the line, yeah?
Don't put your hand on her.
Don't put your hand.
I'll knock you out. We were like...
And even when the woman was saying, okay, we are sometimes okay, it was just going up in the face and ready to punch the man.
He was not happy, but the tour guide man...
was rude.
Very rude. It wasn't nice. But that's not their own experience. But it got to a point where I started to not feel as sorry for the ladies because they're just as a little bit brutish and a little bit mannish, and very harsh.
Yeah, because even though
no warmth.
Yeah, to spring off on what
basically.
When we went to this session to buy the food, this woman, I said to the woman, because I love ribs, and the first time I got the ribs, it never did so nice. So I went and I ordered ribs again. And when I went to order the ribs again, so this woman, I said to the woman, no, my girlfriend, she ordered salmon and mashed potato,
And
vegetable.
veg.
So the lady was putting,
Trying to be healthy again.
as she calls it, let me tell you, because the lady was doing her job the way how she was taught to do her job.
Minakazi.
And she was separating the food by putting the salmon and the mashed potato in different plates. Could I have them together, please? From she go say, can I have them together? That tipped the woman off. The woman took it out on my poor little food.
Who knew it'd be such a problem to ask, can I have my fish and my mash on the same plate?
That is not even it. The woman said to me, the same plate that she scraped my friend food off and put it in another plate. If this is okay to put my food into, the woman decided that she's not even gonna give me a clean plate because my friend tipped her off.
What? Let me tell you the truth now. What tipped the woman off is that this one decides she want gravy and she rice. God forbid she want a gravy and she rice. The woman, you would think that we're asking for, hey, could we have 10 million pounds? I just want a little gravy on the rice. Like, who knew it would be so hard to put gravy on rice?
Oh God.
My girl had to ask about 6 times, could you please put little of the pork water on the rice? Beg you do it, please. That's the point. She decided she don't understand English.
Wait, stop there. So when she dished my food out, yeah, I was gonna say to her, because the Jamaican in me, yeah, wanted to come out with me. I go say, listen, I better share the food give, because I was looking, yeah, to see if she was gonna go around the back into the kitchen to get some stuff. Because if she was gonna go around there, your girl now gonna eat the food. So anyway, so I said to her, when she put the rice and the meat together, she just said, can I get some of the sauce? And I point on the sauce. She said, no, she's going to give me a barbecue sauce, a dip. I said, no, I don't want that. I want you to go back and put some of the gravy on the rice. She ignored me. So another man, a partner, I don't know if he's from England as well, was standing there and she was saying maybe she doesn't understand. I said, she really do understand. Anyhow, she went back and forth, grabbed my friend's salad and just threw everything. And she was just behaving. I said, can I get some gravy on my rice? Because I'm not leaving. And then she went over and she finally started to give me the gravy. You know the funniest bit about it? She forgot my friend mayonnaise. Then she said, can I have the receipt? I'm like, what the hell?
She wanted to check whether I had purchased mayonnaise before she would give me the little tin of mayonnaise.
But she had a receipt. She was looking on the receipt to do our order. She was just being difficult because my friend started her off by asking for 2 separate containers. That was the downside.
And my friend finished her off by asking for little gravy, punchy rice.
People, the rice, they tough for that. I'm not like the rice.
Bullet rice.
It was a bullet rice, it's true.
That was, yeah. It wasn't happy. The restaurant we're going to again tonight.
Oh God, that was so hilarious.
Yeah.
But guys, nevertheless, you can't get a perfect vacation in a perfect country. There's no such thing as perfection.
Yeah. But just beware if you're coming to Romania.
Yeah.
And you're with the people, don't expect and
jumping
warmth and smiles. You're not getting that here. You're not getting that. Just be prepared. You're not getting that.
Not gonna get it because when you're in England, you can say good morning and everyone's like morning.
Yeah, we got into some cabs and they were silent
like silent night.
Yeah, I mean you can say hello in any language, but nothing. Hello.
Nothing. But nevertheless, the experience. How would you rate our experience based on the different trips, based on the people, based on the food? What would we say to our viewers who want to come to Romania? What advice would you give them?
I would say I would give it a 7 or an, I would even, for value for money, I would give 7 or an 8 out of 10. If you get good food, and we've had some really good food
Yeah, we did.
experiences, the cost, it's cheap. So value for money. If you can put up with the attitudes and get yourself some good trips, you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
What was disappointing for us was the weather a little bit, but because we spent a whole day in a mall and a whole day in a spa,
Yeah, that was all right.
and a whole day in 2 castles, we haven't really minded. But had we have come for the weather, we would have been absolutely gutted because it has rained a lot. A lot of the clothes that we brought, we just haven't been able to wear.
Yeah.
Which was another reason why we went to the mall in the first place, wasn't it? To pick up a few winter clothes.
Yeah, it was.
But we don't mind because we came into happy. We met happy.
Yeah, it was lovely. But it was lovely
What would you
overall. I'll give it an 8.5. Why I would give it an 8.5 is because of the spa. I enjoyed that. That's one of my favorite bits. The spa and the food. Happy was my favorite bit. So I'll score it as 8.5. If you want to have, a vacation in Romania, these are the places that you should be, or should go to rather. And nevertheless, though, people, the downside for me is the fact that please make sure you go on roaming, you have internet on your phone, because there's no internet in the airport. That's the downside. But every other shops that you go into, you'll get access to the internet, because even on the bus, Grey Line, that the travel bus, they had internet, which was pretty good as well. So that's it for me when it comes on to Romania. Don't know where our feet will take us next,
but we will be sure to take you with us.
Yes. So bye. Check out my girl Sweetness channel.
And check out my girl Yardie British.
Yes, and make sure
G_777. And
you know me long time already. Everybody knows me. I am the British. Just like that. So guys, I'm gonna love you, leave you right here. Remember, check out all my videos that are coming out very, very, very soon on the different places that we went to, showing you them, give you more insight. So take care of your good self. Until I see you again, you don't know, I'm signing out. It is your girl, Yardie British, aka Foodie, and my girl here, Sweetness, I call she, and
Jilly Lily.
And she is also another foodie. Love.
Bye, peeps.
Bye. Out. Bye. Bye.